Hey, what's going on, people? This is your boy Lock from the block. Just decided to do another video. It's been a while. Been kind of trying to evaluate through certain things. No, trying to evaluate certain things that are going on in my life and everything like that. But I'm back because I wanted to express a couple of things for the most part. Helping myself through my mental, health and everything like that. Like I said, anything that I say is not necessarily telling people what they should do. Is just a mode to help. So I really want to say, rest in peace to, DMX. Like I said, he did a lot for hip hop. But I also want to say rest in peace to Phife Dawg, rest in peace to Heavy D, Biggie, Tupac, whoever else that made a dent in your life somehow. But also I want to say rest in peace to my grandmother, both of my grandmothers, my grandfathers, my father, my mother, because it's not just about celebrities that pass on. It's about your family as well. For the most part, their losses mean a lot to me, especially my family. We can't forget about them, and we definitely can't forget about the ones that's living. My boys, a couple of my partners, Bobby B, my boy Rich, they've mentioned it, on social media about making sure that, we love up. I mean, I'm paraphrasing, but, making sure that we love up on the people that are still here. The people that are still here, they need help as well. I mean, DMX, he was going through a lot. He's like a perfect example of someone who's going through a lot. Not really sure how much help he got, how much help he was getting, but we have to realize that people go through things every day. So if they get help for a month or two, that's still not enough. If they're dealing with certain things, to where they need help, we got to be there with them. We got to keep, letting people know how much, they're loved, how much, if you haven't seen them in a while, how much they're missed. We got to make sure we check up on people because, some of the people who are going through stuff every day, sometimes they never tell anyone. There's a lot of people out there, like I said, including me, that, will hold stuff in until they can't hold it no more, and then you don't know what'll happen. We have to, show people, that they're not alone. Because sometimes, like I said, some people will go through stuff and they use certain vices as a way of escaping, what they're going through. Also, the stuff that they're, using, whether it be alcohol, drugs, sex, anything, to kind of try to get over what they're dealing with. And sometimes it might work for some, but sometimes it doesn't work for any because, they're doing certain things in excess because they don't know how to deal with, the personal issues they're having. And, we have to, do better. We have to do different. We got to make sure people know that, regardless of, they don't want to tell people business, they don't want to tell their own business to anyone or whatever, it's still important that, they talk to someone. It's still important that we help them regardless. Even if they don't want to talk, sometimes they just want, someone to sit with them. Sometimes they just want someone to just hug them. Sometimes they just want, a kiss. Sometimes they just want that the affirmation that, I'm there for you. Because a lot of these things can affect people and do affect people. So, let's kind of make sure that we're letting everyone know that we're there for them still. We got their backs, they're not alone. No matter how many different times they're going through something, they have to know that somebody's there with them. We're not actually there with them 24/7, but sometimes just let them know that they're there can be enough. And sometimes, like I said, we got to present different ideas to how people can, deal with certain things, positive ideas. Hey, let's go play ball. Oh, let's go go out shopping. Well, you gotta worry about COVID, but you know, let's do some things together that we can learn from. We both can learn something about each other. Let's, you know, even something as, you know, small as doing a 500-piece puzzle together or something like that. Sometimes, you know, when you put things together, you know, it'll help you put things together in your life. You know, you got people trying to figure life out. You know, I suggested to somebody or a couple of people, you know, get a bulletin board. You know, put down your problems. Put, you know, 3 solutions for each problem. And basically focus on that. Focus on solutions. Or even if you're trying to, you know, you're having issues making goals, put down your goals on a bulletin board. You know, put down your short-term, mid-term, and long-term goals. And, you know, the more you see that, you know, every day you walk by that board, every day you wake up, every day you go to sleep, the more you see those, you know, those goals that you want, the more that you'll focus on certain things. That's not necessarily going to help everybody, but it can help some people. Some people may need that idea, and some people may need that information. Hey, I even started, you know, last year I was writing down, you know, something that happened, something good that happened maybe every week, maybe a couple of things every week. I write it down on a piece of paper, put it in a jar. At the end of the year, start looking at those little pieces of paper, see what happened, what you did, what you accomplished, and everything like that. And that can give you a little bit more of a boost to, you know, continue to do more. So it's not going to be a long post, because like I said, I went through some things the last couple of months. I'll come back to that and talk about that, touch on that, and, you know, just, you know, let people know what I was going through in my mind. But this is basically just because of what happened recently. Like I said, we lost someone, but, you know, in my opinion, we didn't have to. Not saying blaming anybody for what he went through or what he was going through or anything like that. But I think, you know, like I say, I guess he did have some demons that he couldn't shake. But, you know, with anyone else, you know, we're all working with demons. We're all trying to work through it. Let's all just, you know, help your family out, help each other out, figure out exactly how we can, you know, get over this hump. Figure out how we can basically, you know, be there for each other a lot more, so that way we won't keep losing so many people in our lives. It's important. So, you know, if you like what I hear, if you like what you hear, go ahead and comment, go ahead and, you know, subscribe, like, dislike, whatever the case may be. I just want to hear opinions. I want to hear, you know, solutions, possible solutions. I want to hear how we all can work with each other, how we can work with ourselves, what we can do. You know, I want to hear, you know, some feedback, whether positive or negative. If I'm saying something you don't like, let me know. If I'm saying something you like, let me know. So go ahead and subscribe, like, you know, basically, let's have a conversation. Let's talk about this stuff. The more we talk about it, the more we can help each other. All right? One love, yo.